Hey guys, and happy Slide Guitar Sunday. It seems like we're kind of going down this rabbit hole of tunes that we can take and turn into slide tunes in the last couple of weeks here on my channel. And so I want to continue that today for Slide Guitar Sunday. I want to talk about a great song written by a guy named Hoyt Axton. It's called Have You Ever Been to Spain? I've always loved this tune, and you know what? It can easily be turned into a slide tune, and I'm going to show you how today. Now, this guitar is an open G. That's D, G, D, G, B, D. That's the first string. That's the sixth string. There we go. So, the chords. Have you ever been to Spain? See. Well, I kind of like the music. Back to G. Ladies aren't saying there now. See. They sure know how to use it now. Back to G. They can't refuse it, D. Never gonna lose it. And it feels so good. Alright, so you've seen a little bit of it. Basically, excuse me, with a tune like this, there's a lot of great options to make it a really good, engaging song for people that are listening to you. So the basic structure is it's in the key of G, we've been to Spain, jump up to C, and he does the Keith Richards thing, or I do. All right, and all I'm doing is barring my first finger across the 5th fret, strings 1 to 5. There you go. And then I'm simply laying down my 3rd finger on the 7th fret on the 4th string, laying down my 2nd finger on the 6th fret on the 2nd string, and playing everything else open, all right? That's the old Keith Richards lick, man, that he's known for when he would string his tellies with only 5 strings, tuned to open G. Now, down here, when you're playing G open, you can do the same thing. All you're going to do there is everything's open, strings 1 through 5. And then I take my 2nd finger, put it on the 2nd fret of string 4. My 1st finger, 1st fret of string 2. Okay, but there's a lot of other great options there too. You're going to do that again. Then back down to G. Then I do with the slide, I go to D. So basically, I go all the way up to the 7th fret, all the way across with the slide, strings 1 through 5. There goes Jimmy. And I basically slide up on strings 1 or 5, 4, and 3. And then I play strings 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the same thing at the 5th fret where you find C. Now, there's so many cool things you can do. Now, a lot of times I'll go. So I'm taking strings 5, 4, and 3 at the 3rd fret. And sort of starting to pull them up. Kind of starting at the 2nd fret and ending at the 3rd fret, right over the top of the frets, if you don't get my meaning there. And just boom, bam, and then off. So, and give it a nice chuck. Give it a nice rhythm, you know. Now, let's talk about different licks that we can throw in there. That's the basic song. It's very simple, really easy to play. Impress your friends, impress your neighbors, impress that girl you like at the party. Impress everybody. So, but easy to play, well-known song, right? So, here we go. A lot of times I will go, have you ever been to Spain? Well, Well, I kind of like the music. These are insane there. All right, so all I'm doing is taking my finger. All I'm doing is taking my first finger and putting it across the first 2 strings at the 3rd fret. And then taking my first finger again and pulling off from the 2nd fret to open on the 1st string while just strumming, basically. So I'm pulling up, I'm getting, geez, I think strings 1 through 4. And then I take my 2nd finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string and play the first 3 strings. I usually hit it with a thumb, you know. So, a little bend up and then off, and I pull back up with my first finger on this hand, the top 3 strings. So, and guys, this is all going to be in the tabs over on Patreon so you can see it. Okay, now, there's a lot of things you can do. When you go up to here, I like to give that a little emphasis once in a while, not go. Give people a break from that and go up and go. So what am I doing there? Basically, when you do this, you're playing an F and then a C, right? So you're going F, 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 C. So I'll go 5th fret, across strings 1 through 5. And then usually strings 1 through 5, but I'm concentrating really my strum on the top 4 strings. And letting it hang there, not to keep strumming at the 10th fret. And then I do that lick again where I'll come in at the 3rd fret with the slide on strings 5, 4, and 3. All right, and I'll use that. Now, it's really a neat little, I don't know, little things that you can do in here. There's a lot of little neat things. So let's go through kind of like a laundry list of licks that you can throw in here. One thing, I like to use my behind the slide stuff a lot in this one, up at the 12th fret. Like that. So, what is that? So, all that is, let me show you a lick in that style. So a lot of times, you know, I'll put my first finger, it kind of looks like I'm holding an orange. And what that's designed to do is it gives me a way to control the slide. It looks like that. But then this finger is touching lightly the string behind it. So you don't get like this. Which is that sort of scritchy, scratchy sound that's coming from behind the slide. Because on slide guitar, I can get a sound back here as well as up here. And if you let that sound come through, sometimes it can really make a problem. When I'm doing behind the slide playing, I'll just not worry about that because I'm going to be using my fingers. I don't know if you've noticed that. And even like on electric guitar, it doesn't matter as much. When Sonny Landreth does it, he also doesn't. That's kind of one of his licks adapted into open G. He does this in open D from his version of Key to the Highway. So, what's the lick? All that is you're going to go up to the 12th fret, play the top 4 strings, you're using the slide. So I'm playing the top 4 strings. And then I'm going, okay, boom. And then 3rd string. And then I take my first finger and put it on the 10th fret on the 1st string. without lifting the slide up. And then play strings 2 and 3. And then I go ahead and play string 4. Do the same thing with the slide. Don't lift it up. String 3 at the 10th fret. Then bring it off. And you've got string 3 to 12th fret. And then I'll take the slide and slide from 11 to 12 on the 2nd string. So, all right, and that makes for a really nice little sort of in the middle lick. You know, you've been to Spain, but I kind of like the music. The ladies are insane there now. I'll use that 7th a lot in this song, which is just string 5 open, 4 open, 3 open, 2 3rd fret, 1 3rd fret. And if you want to get that, you just take your first finger and put it on the 5th fret. So a lot, you can see, I mean, that's a Robert Johnson lick. A lot of this comes from Robert Johnson style licks. All right, that's the tune. Those are some great licks. Let me show you some stuff down here at the bottom of the neck that you can also use in this tune. That's a great lick to use in this song. Basically lifted it from Son House, and Robert Johnson and Charlie Patton, everybody's played that lick, but I remember it in his song Special Rider Blues. All right, and all I'm doing is you can either put your slide at the 5th fret, or you can put your finger at the 1st fret. A lot of times I'll just throw my finger down there at the 5th fret on the 1st string. And then 3rd fret, 1st string, 2nd fret, 1st string, off, 1st string. And by the way, you're just strumming. And then when I go this part, I'll do this where I take my 1st finger, put it back on the 2nd fret on the 1st string, and then play the top 3 strings, but I've got my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, and I'm bending up a little bit. Lifted that directly from a song called Empire State Express of Son House. All right, so as I was saying, this lick, I had lifted right from Empire State Express, I think it's called, by Son House. And his lick goes like... All right, and that lick is pretty easy. Also, Willie Brown does a lick like that in Future Blues, which I'll do lessons on those 2 tunes here later on, but they're great licks. All right, so if you're listening to the old blues players, right, make sure that you're always paying attention to what they're doing, because it can seriously help you when you're trying to work on a tune like this that really has no relationship to slide guitar whatsoever. I don't think, I've only listened to it a couple of times, has no relationship to slide guitar whatsoever, and really is really a strumming kind of song, but you're trying to find things to put in it. Like you can put the old classic Robert Johnson intro into it. Spain. All you did was change up the rhythm. So I went up to the 12th fret, basically went ba 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 ba, which is just 12 on the first 2 strings, and then 12 on the 2nd string, 11 to 12, and then 12 on the 3rd string. So it's just like. And all that lick is open, 4 on the 5th string, a quick hammer on, open to 2 on the 4th string, and and then 3 with the slide, come off open, and then open 4, 3 with the slide on 4, 5 with the slide. So that's the lick. All right, and there's tons of stuff you can use there. Let me show you a quick sort of pseudo scale that you can use to throw licks into this. It's on the first string, it's 5, 3, 2, open. Second string is really open. I mean, I'm not gonna fool around. I don't use anything much. You can use that 1 and open on the second string. 3, 2, 1 on the third string. Well, 5, 3, open on the fourth string. 5, 3, open on the fifth string. I'll make sure that's in the tab. So it's on the first string. 1, 3, 2, open. 1, open second string. 3, open third string. 5, 3, open fourth string. 5, 3, open fifth string. And you can throw in the 3rd fret on the 6th string into that if you want to. All right, now you can also use that old lick where you go up right, but you just change the rhythm on it. So when you're going from D, where I usually do that. Now, the way that works is okay, so what did I do there? I'm barring with my first finger at the 7th fret across strings 1 through 5, and then I'm playing with my 3rd finger on the 1st fret 10, and then 7, 9, 7. So I'm going down to the 5th fret, strings 1 through 5. And then I'm going to the 8th fret on the 1st string and bending up a little bit. And then playing strings at 5, strings 2, 3. And then I grab my slide and do that old, where I go to the 3rd fret. All right, and open. It's a fantastic way to take this song and make it your own. Guys, have fun with this. If you have questions, get a hold of me. All the tabs are available over on Patreon. Membership over there is only $1 a month if you're interested in that. If not, and you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out and helps support me in this channel. For all the guys on Patreon, man, thank you. I appreciate all your support. And guys, I'll see you next time for another Slide Guitar Sunday.